Someone asked me what's the point of my shirt. Why do black firearm owners matter? And of course you had the people who said, don't all firearm owners matter? Let's talk about it. Why do they matter? Why does it matter so much that I promote black firearm ownership? And the reality is, it's liberating, man. It's liberating. Firearms have destroyed our culture and community for so many years. Nobody has a problem promoting black firearm ownership as long as it comes in form of a rap, as long as it comes in form of a media entertainment outlet like movies and TV shows. The moment I started pushing black ownership of firearms for protection, and not protection of the hood and the block of yourself and your family and your loved ones, which could extend to the block, the moment I started pushing responsible firearm ownership, the moment I started normalizing responsible gun ownership in the black community, is the moment I received so much pushback. It's crazy. Threats to boycott the business, and this is from fellow African Americans. Threats to tear down my business from people. You would be surprised at how much we've been conditioned to hate our own community, and that's on top of the other races of people that didn't care for what I was doing amongst the community either. See, a lot of people ask me what's the difference between me and the firearm instructors that's already out there, and I'm going to the hoods. I'm going to the communities where they need it, where they need to be protected. The only thing I think that can stop a bad guy with a gun fast enough is a good guy with a gun. You know, somebody breaks in my house, I don't want to have to call 911 and hope they get here in time. I want to be able to protect my wife and my children. And that's what Smart Shooters is all about. It's never had anything to do with we want guns for flashing, for showing off, for whatever. It was all about responsible gun ownership. I'm trying to normalize responsible gun ownership. So when I wear shirts like this that say Black Firearm Owners Matter, it's more about liberating the people in our community to realize, hey, especially those of us who already aren't trapped in the system with felonies and things like that, we got opportunities to do it the right way. Something that I'm looking more into is even how to help felons get their rights back, because a mistake in your past, especially 15, 20 years ago, should it really disbar you from having a firearm to protect your family? You may not have even had a family. And when people say, oh, it's too late for them, they made their mistake, they got to live with it, that's privilege talking, all right? That's not reality, because we've all made mistakes. Some of us just didn't get caught up, and some of us just didn't get railroaded. This is what Smart Shooters is all about. So when I promote Black Firearm Owners Mattering, it's about owning guns the right way. It's about getting trained, all right? It's about knowing the difference between what you see on Call of Duty, what you see in Grand Theft Auto, what you see in all these movies and rap songs. Difference between that and getting trained every day, knowing how to disassemble and clean and lube your firearm, knowing how to change parts out on your firearm, understanding what the function of a firing pin does, understanding a firing pin safety and what its function is, you know, recoil springs, basic stuff that it's assumed everybody knows, that they hear once in the CPL class maybe, and that's it. I'm trying to normalize firearm ownership as an everyday thing. I want Black people to feel empowered, to know I can legally own a firearm and know how to responsibly and efficiently use and maintain that firearm. That's what I want. I felt the need, I saw a need, and I started Smart Shooters. All right, in the middle of a pandemic, stuff was crazy. People didn't know what to do. I tell you what, I don't want to ever be caught not knowing what to do when it comes to defending my family. When people were, rather it affected your neighborhood or not, people in the pandemic were breaking in people's houses because they didn't have toilet paper. Like, craziness. I couldn't stand back and watch nothing happen. I couldn't just let nothing happen. And so I started Smart Shooters and said, you know what? My passion is teaching and educating people. What if I did it around firearms? Just why not? Why not give it to people in a way they can understand? If we don't educate each other, if we don't stand by each other, who will? If we don't do what it takes to teach responsible gun ownership to our kids, our children, our grandchildren, if we don't teach them the gang banging, rapping stuff they see is an agenda that's being forced to us, if we don't help them see that stuff, who will? All right, we're being spoon-fed that rah-rah, bang-bang, shoot-em-up stuff. I was victim to it too. And so I try to take matters into my own hands and say, I'll start Smart Shooters. And even if I can't change the world, as Tupac of all people said, maybe I'll spark the mind of the person that will change the world. So, I'm gonna keep doing what I do with Smart Shooters. That's why Black firearm owners matter. You know what matters even more than Black firearm owners? Black firearm instructors. People who do what it takes to get certified to educate our community. All right, I got certified so I could certify other instructors. That's empowering. I can empower somebody to start their own firearms business. All right, be self-employed. Work for themselves, teaching something that they got a passion about. This shirt is bigger than just something clicky to sell and make $25, all right? This shirt is all about redefining how Black people see guns and gun ownership. It's not a shotgun that you hide under the bed like Grandpa used to have. It's bigger than that. It's so much bigger than that. If you like this video, you watched to the end, I want you to comment, I'm with you in the comments. That way I know who's with me as I'm trying to empower people and educate people and take matters into our own hands, all right? It's not easy, but it's worth it. I'll catch you guys on the next one.